A devotee came to Ramana Maharshi and asked him, "What is good and what is bad? How would I know whether what I do is good or it is bad?" Ramana Maharshi replied, "If what you do increases your identification with body, if what you do increases your identification with mind, then know that action to be bad. On the other hand, if what you do lessens this identification with body and mind, then know that action to be good." So you see, this is how you know whether what you're doing is good or bad. It all boils down to identification with this body-mind complex. Anything that makes you feel that you are the body, you are the mind, then shun that thing, that person, that place, that situation as poison. Yes, that's right. If anything that increases your identification with this body-mind complex, then discard that thing as poison. What is poison? It kills this body, right? So when your identification with body increases, when your identification with mind increases, then what it means is you kill the real you. That is like killing the real you, because you are moving away from your real self. You can also apply this on thoughts. Using this, you can know whether the thoughts that you are thinking are good or bad. Any thought that makes you feel that you are the body, shun that thought, discard that thought immediately as poison. Discarding that thought means recognizing that thought for what it is. You should never fight with thoughts. What you need is simple recognition. Recognition of the nature of thought is what is needed. Simple, conscious recognition. So, when any thought makes you feel that you are the body, then recognize its nature. For example, somebody says something very unkind and cruel thing to you. It creates a storm of thoughts within you. You start feeling bad. You even recall that incident again and again in your mind, which upsets you even more. If somebody asks you, "Why do you seem upset? Why do you seem so upset?" You say, "I was insulted." Now tell me, who was insulted? Was it the body? Or was it the mind, which is nothing but the collection of thoughts? Tell me, who was insulted? At who was the insult directed? Don't say at me, because that is not right. That can be right only when you think you are the body, only when you think you are the mind. Also, the insult was directed only at the body, because the person cannot see your mind. The person who insulted you cannot see your mind. So he insulted the body, right? So basically it boils down to identification with body. So tell me, who was insulted? If you think you're the body, then surely you were insulted. But if you are a spiritual seeker, then you can never be insulted, because you know that you are not the body. Though it may not be your experience now, but deep down you know it to be true. And one day you will surely experience it. So, any thought which increases your identification with body and mind, discard that thought as poison. Know that thought to be bad. And any thought which which lessens this identification, which makes you realize that you are not this body, you are not the mind, then know that thought to be good. Now have a close look at your life and see what all things you do taking yourself to be the body. And you'll be surprised that most of the things revolve around this identification with body. Recognition of this will create a gap between this body-mind complex and the real you. Recognition will make you realize this separation which is always there between this body-mind complex and the real, conscious, infinite you.